Stay tuned. Make sure when you're doing this stuff, it's like September, make sure you got plenty of clothing, dry clothing, rain gear, extra socks, because better to overpack in this situation than to underpack. Hey guys, I'm going to show you how to make a primitive campsite. Relatively primitive. So what you need is some paracord and a tarp, preferably the bigger the better. But yeah, as you can see, it's getting pretty chilly. Yeah, temperatures dropping, sun's dropping, and we got to get this set up. So, all right, so take the end like this. Okay, twist it, grab it through, pull. You got yourself a little knot, nice and handy. Okay, now take your tarp. All right. You're going to take one corner, so you're going to take this, loop it through the back, pull it through. My line is a little wampus, as you can see. Okay, step 2 is you want to do the same thing in terms of the knot, somewhere in the middle of the rope usually. So from there in the middle, take this, loop through, pull. Nice little loop. All right, we're going to be using a pulley system now. Okay, so now you want to do is get a nice spot up in the tree, preferably the higher the better. Okay, take the opposite corner and you do the same thing. Loop it through, loop it through. Okay, you got your little knot already tied. Loop it through that. You got your anchor now. And I'm lucky I got a tree right here. This is super convenient. But if you don't have a tree, get a rock and use that. So you're going to tie this end down to the ground as low as you can, preferably so air doesn't get underneath. And anytime you're getting air inside your shelter, it's not a good thing. You don't want that. So what I'm pretty much going to do is I'm just going to tie it off. Just tie a simple knot. That's all you got to do. Okay. Now there's our pulley right there. That's the pulley. Okay. Take your excess line, loop it through the pulley, and that pulley system working well. You pull it up towards the tree. Now that's about as good as we'll get. It's nice and snug. So now we're going to tie off what's called a 4 knot. So all you do, get some line down here, get a little loop, up, over, and pull down. Right there. Now that's a good knot. All you got to do is pull this and it comes undone. So that doesn't happen twice. Tie a safety. You just do the same thing again. Up, over, through loop, loop-de-loop, pull that. Okay guys, the next part's pretty easy. Just find some big rocks, and pretty much all you use those for is anchoring down the flaps. Okay, 7 rocks. We'll do 3 on each side and see where that takes us. So pretty much all you do, you grab a rock, get in the shelter, okay, and you just tuck it on the flap. Final product. All right, so it's called the dart. See where I cinched it off up on the tree, and I cinched the anchor. I'll show you what the inside looks like. Right, nice and cozy. That's gonna be warm tonight. I got this tree for good wind cover. And you see the rocks on both sides. You tuck the edges in, you know, and so it's kind of closed in on itself. And then you just sleep in it. It's like it's called the dart. Yeah, make sure when you're doing this though, if you can, be strategic. Try to figure out which way the wind is blowing. And in my case, wind is coming from the north. It's blowing in, and as you can see, the wind's gonna go up and over, and I'm gonna be in there nice and cozy, just chilling. So yeah, it's all set up. I'm pretty cozy, honestly. It's probably like 27 degrees right now. And yeah, you can kind of see my setup. It's a little claustrophobic, but I kind of like it. Keeps me warmer. Yeah, but it's crazy being out here on your own, man. Guys, I just woke up. I woke up a couple times in the night, had to go pee, had to drink some water. I got really, really dehydrated. But yeah, man, it's different camping out here when it's cold like this. You really gotta bundle up and just pretty much tuck yourself and burrito yourself into your sleeping bag. Big grayling. Wow. Look at that. Look at that. All right, we're gonna let him go. Nice looking fish. Good looking fish. I think I'm gonna keep this one and eat it. Yeah, we're gonna put him on the stringer and we'll see what happens from there. All right. All right, guys, we're gonna cook the fish up now. You can see it over there in the pan. And I'm gonna show you how to start a fire primitive style. You know, this is relatively primitive. It's nothing new. But yeah, so pretty much you want some good like tinder on the bottom, something that'll light easily. Pine needles is a good alternative, and some light twigs and branches just to get your base going. So what we're gonna do today is we're using a battery and tinfoil from a gum wrapper, and I'll show you kind of how to do this. What you want to do is you got your AA battery, right? You want to get tinfoil from a gum wrapper, and I have these ones already pre-cut. So what you do is you take the tinfoil out of the from the gum wrapper, and it's supposed to look something like this, really thin in the middle. The more thin in the middle, the better. And you want to put the tin on both sides, the tin part on the positive and the negative of the battery, and then you wait. Cooked well through. The meat's ready to just peel right off, you can tell. See that? You know when the skin can peel right off like that, that it's ready. See how I kind of peeled the skin off there? I'm gonna give it a shot. Oh my gosh, that is amazing. All right, guys, so as you can see, I've successfully peeled literally everything off of this. Now, I'm not a big fan of wasting. I like to eat everything I can. So if your fish can look like this at the end, you know you didn't waste much. And we got a lot of good meat still left. If you get a little skin on accident, don't worry too much. It's a little extra protein. I mean, I ate some of the skin, I'm pretty sure, and didn't really notice much. But yeah, not a lot of people like the skin. But yeah, man, that was a delicious fish. Good time cooking it. Just make sure you don't undercook it. Better safe than sorry to overcook a little bit. But yeah, man, this is quite the experience, man. This is just beautiful up here. Trip is commenced. It's over now. Really sad. It was super fun, man. So cool. Probably one of my favorites so far. But on the trip, the best lake was the little guy in the middle for sure. Blanche was okay. Lillian was all right too. But I did the best at this little one, and it's killing me. I can't remember the name, but caught 4 Arctic grayling, and they They were actually big grayling, like good sized grayling. Biggest ones I've ever caught. And then probably like 5 or 6 brook trout. I ended up eating one of them. That was probably one of the best fish I've ever eaten. Like the seasoning, the lemon, oh man, the fire was great too. Just cooking it over the fire. It's a beautiful place, and can't complain. So thanks for tuning in.